Hi, this is my research-based assessment practice paper. I interviewed two teachers, both that worked at the San Diego Unified District. One is a general ed fourth grade teacher who has been teaching for the last 27 years, and my SPED teacher has been teaching for the last 13 years. This year she's teaching TK through second grade, and she's normally teaching mostly reading for these children, but she does sit in and help them out in their general classroom. So she pulls them out for reading and then she pushes them in and helps in the general ed class. Both use standardized testing, which is done in the beginning, the middle, and the end of the school year in order to see where the students lie compared to the grade level. And then with their individual lessons and units, the teachers make up those assessments, those tests, and the district does not for both my general ed and SPED teachers. They both suggest that last year was very difficult being totally online, that you couldn't do project-based assessment. It was only through Google Slides or something that you could talk to them about, which for the reading, my SPED teacher thought she wasn't always 100% that her students would answer correctly because they might have coaching off to the side with their parent or them not paying attention. So you weren't really getting a true accurate reading on what your assessments were for online. Both suggested that the teachers need to be assessing a lot in order to change and modify their lessons. However, my SPED teacher, she does this quite religiously. She makes piles of what the child does or doesn't know, and what the child doesn't know yet, she then makes it a lesson for that for the next day. While my teacher, my general ed teacher, she'll try to take with what she finds out of what they know and don't know, but she doesn't totally modify and change her program in order to help them 100%. When she does a reading, what she uses is Achieve 3000, and this is an online reading that gives the children articles to their actual reading level. So if her fourth grade student is at a second grade reading level, then that article changes to become a second grade reading level article, so that that same article that the second grade reading level will be slightly different from the fourth grade reading level or even a sixth grade reading level, depending on if that's what the student has. So the words will be different, the context of what they're asking at the end to make sure they comprehend will be slightly different, but they're all reading about the same thing. So the teacher really liked that use of modification and assessing tool. For math, she just uses a standardized test that she makes up, but she does use the same test for her test to see what they're learning and at the end of the final of the unit, so that she has a better baseline of what they actually did comprehend. And for science and social studies, she says she tries to do more of a project base of assessment. It's not an actual written test that you would think of. She doesn't do in her class any Kahoots or any kind of online games, while my SPED teacher does use those online games or just games in general, because she thinks games are a fun way for students to be able to share their knowledge, and they don't think that they're learning when they are. The articles I read were about reflective assessment, which can be done during the formative stage and the summary stage of the unit. And what it really does is help the students feel more in control of what they're learning. Because according to Thatcher in 2018, he says that a reflective assessment, you have the students write down what they learn, or they turn and talk to each other and say what they learn, or you journal what they have learned, and you write down clearly if it was something was clear or unclear. According to Georgetown, they have an article also about reflecting assessment, and they say with reflection that the learner understands what he is learning, the process of learning, and that everything becomes connected together as a bigger picture. But it also helps the teachers to get the information so that they can change and modify their lesson plan in order for to be more meaningful for the students and connect everyone. And finally, my other assessment, reflective assessment paper from Bonds, Evans, and Eli's, they say that it gives a reflective assessment gives students ownership of their learning, and teachers should use statements such as "I learned" at the end of the class so that students actually understand what they are learning and can express to the teacher what they have learned. I think after in my interviews that my SPED teacher does this wonderfully. She reflects, she has the students reflect on what they are learning, and they express to her what they have understood and what they aren't understanding on their lesson. My general ed teacher has sort of done this, but not nearly as the extent as what she could. And I think what she should probably do is maybe write some exit tickets and make sure that her room feels like a safe room so that the kids won't have problems saying, "Oh yeah, I don't understand this. I need this cleared up. I need some extra help on this." And I think both of those would help make the assessment and learning for the students so much better. So my references for this paper is Bond Jane, Evan L., and Eli A. in 2011 wrote an article called Reflective Assessment for the Principal Leadership, which was in Volume 2, Section 6. And this was pages 32 through 34. I found this in our library. Online, I found another article by Evans L. in 2016. It's called The Case for Reflective Assessment. I retrieved it on September 25th, 2021 from NAISA. So their website was www.nais.org /magazine /independent school /winter 2016 /the case -for reflective assessment. Finn, S. I had a personal interview on September 24th, 2021. And Hernandez, M. I had another personal interview on September 23 on 2021. Another article I used was The Teaching Common, and this is their website, or their article was The Teaching Common, the reflection in the classroom. There's no date, and it was retrieved on September 25th, 2021. And you can find it from Commons. On the website is commons.georgetown.edu /teaching /teach reflect in classroom. And my final article that I used is Thatcher, T, and it was written 2018, May 23rd, and it was called Reflective Assessment, and it's from enterassess.com, and it was retrieved September 25th, 2021. And the website is www.entreassess.com/2018/05/23/reflective-assessment. And that is my paper. Thanks. Bye.